Osu is probably one of my favorite rhythm games I've played over my years, and it's still a game I'm very active in. It's a blast to play, and I do stream it on my channel from time to time. It's community driven, so there's a lot of beat maps, and there's a lot of PP to go around. But at the same time, Osu is a very challenging game with a huge learning curve, and a lot of people I know have been asking how to get better at the game. Now I've been playing this game for about 2 to 3 years, off and on, and I've come to develop my own techniques and methods to help me improve at just about everything there is for Osu. Honestly, my rank would be significantly better than 60k if I actually was able to put the time into playing it non-stop, but being a college student, I don't really have that much time. Now just a quick disclaimer that my advice is not the only advice you should consider. Everyone does improve differently, and so there are a lot of ways to get better at Osu. In my opinion, I think you should go and check out other players' advice that they've given out over the years, as well as mine, to help you get an idea as to what you can do to improve. Now, any and all beat maps you see in the video are meant to kind of improve a point, and will also be provided in the description below. Feel free to give those a try if you feel comfortable playing them.
Welcome to us.
So what is a tapping foot? Well, if you've played an instrument or have had some band experience, then you probably already know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, well, let me explain. Imagine trying to keep track of a song's rhythm by tapping your foot. Matching your foot tapping with the song's BPM can significantly help with your timing and can even give you an idea if your key presses are too fast or too slow. Sounds simple, right? But how exactly does one match BPM? Have you ever noticed the Osu logo at the main menu or even in the bottom right corner during song selection? If you've paid attention to it just jumping, you probably have noticed by now that that's actually the song's BPM it's jumping to. Just mirror that with your tapping foot and you'll be good to go. This one takes a bit more self-analysis to kind of help you out here. But consider what star level you would say you're comfortable enough to clear. And I'm not talking an A or an S clear, I'm talking more like a B, C, or even a D clear. Those type of clears will actually give you an idea as to what area, or at least what maps, you need to improve on. S and A clears basically say you're very comfortable with that particular difficulty level or even the map itself. So I'd say spend a lot of time on any B clears, C clears, or D clears that you have, and just stay around that range. To put this into more perspective, my comfort range is probably around a 4.8 to a 5.3 star. Anything higher than that, well, I can't guarantee I can clear it. But it's a good chance I might be able to. So spend time playing songs within that perspective group, like the one you see here whose title is too long I can't pronounce, but it's a Cerno map, so. This particular tip is pretty self-explanatory. Honestly, the best way for me to learn a song's rhythm is just to simply listen to it a lot. And that includes listening to it outside of Osu. Although I am more notorious for this kind of stuff with Toho project themed beat maps because, well, it's Toho. Who doesn't like Toho? So what exactly do I mean by the hand-eye chase? To kind of help explain this, pay attention to the video, and in particular the eyeball icon that you see on the screen. This is a technique that I've been using to help me with jumping, and, well, basically what I do is I stare at one particular circle until I've reached it with the cursor, and click on it. And then once I've clicked on it, I move to the next one and the process repeats. This process takes some pretty serious focus and hand-eye coordination, and it may not be the best, but hey, I'll take a full combo with cold green eyes on it. Oh boy, streams. We all know these guys. A long set of notes that could be the death of our play, or just simply murder our accuracy on a beat map. Even then, the more monstrous ones we see on other maps require some scary levels of stamina. What I did to get around this mechanic was simply just to make stream maps warm-ups. And yes, Wrong and Limitation was actually a warm-up stream map for me at some point in time. If you do decide to do this though, make sure that whatever stream map you decide to make as your warm-up is still within your comfort zone, that way you're not going to kill yourself every time you start up Osu. I know, everyone have said this, so why am I including it? Because while it may be the most vague response ever to this question, it still is extremely true. No one can rise the ranks that quickly, so be willing to accept that. If you want to get better at OS, play it as much as you can, stay within your comfort zone, and build up your skills. At the same time, never be afraid to challenge yourself at slightly harder maps that are just barely outside your comfort zone. Go back and play maps you like, or maybe even throw mods on the ones that you've already cleared before, like Hidden, Double Time, or Hard Rock. Improving in this game seriously takes time. Be patient and you'll see yourself improve. Remember, at the end of the day, OS is still just a game. Be willing to do your best, but remember that it takes time to really get good at it. I've been playing this game off and on for about 3 years, and I still love the game as much as I did the very first day I ever played it. Anyway guys, I hope these few tips help you on your way up the ranks in OS. I'll put my Osu profile and the maps from this video in the description below. Feel free to add me and chat with me whenever I'm online. Until then, I'll see all of you in the next video or stream that I do. Later everyone.